Welcome back to Top 5 Repairs. If you're getting P0560 to P0563, it means that your alternator is producing too less power, too much power, or is producing power inconsistently. Again, if you're getting those codes, the most likely problem is you got a bad voltage regulator, bad connection, or bad cables. Or the components inside the alternator failed. For example, you can have a bad bearing, you can have a bad stator, you can have a bad rotor, you can have a bad slip ring, you can have a bad rectifier, and so on. Before replacing the alternator or voltage regulator or changing the brush, there are a few things you should check before changing anything. For example, you want to make sure that the belt is not missing. If the alternator belt or serpentine belt is missing, you're going to get P0560, P0561, P0562. Basically, this is going to be a malfunction code, low voltage, and unstable codes. Now, if your alternator belt or serpentine belt is slipping caused by a bad tensioner, most likely you're going to get P0562, low voltage. If your serpentine belt is slipping caused by a bad tensioner, your pulley is not going to spin consistently. That's why you're getting P0562. Also, if you're getting P0562, that can also be caused by a bad voltage regulator or a bad brush. Also, if you have poor connection on the alternator or you have poor connection on the battery terminal, this can also trigger low voltage P0562. So what is low voltage? Low voltage is when your alternator is not producing enough power. For example, it's producing less than 13 volts. If you're getting P0563 system voltage high, most likely this is caused by a faulty voltage regulator. If your alternator is producing too much power, for example, it's producing more than 15 volts, again, most likely you have a faulty voltage regulator. So what you want to do is you want to replace the voltage regulator. It's very simple. All you have to do is unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, take out the connection, and this part is about $20 to $50 compared to replacing an alternator, which can easily cost you $300 or more. Before replacing the voltage regulator, you want to make sure that your alternator is still in good working condition. For example, you want to spin the pulley. You want to make sure that it is not noisy, because if the pulley is noisy, most likely you have a bad bearing. A bad alternator can make a whining noise when it's failing. It can make a growling noise. It can make some sort of metallic noise, and so on. So let's spin this alternator. As you can see, this one's making some sort of noise. Now let's spin this alternator. This alternator is nice and quiet, so it is safe to replace the voltage regulator. So if your alternator is overcharging or undercharging or is charging inconsistently, then most likely you either have a bad alternator belt, serpentine belt, bad tensioner, loose cable, and so on. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Repairs.